Hi everyone. Yeah, don't. This is just for the next few days until I can find out a solution about how to, like, I really wanted to avoid going online permanently, but I just had a phone call from community mental health services, and it was just more bullshit. Basically, we had this conversation where Caroline Ogwanga, my caseworker, pretended like she didn't know what the fuck was going on, and then I ended up having this whole argument with her because over the last few weeks, Samira Igal, with some help from Jeremy Gilpraba, had been engaging in sleep deprivation torture, which is a familiar thing. It's usually just Samira doing it, but he's been joining in as well, thinking that anything that they fucking do bothers me, like it's just, you know. So I've been kept awake at night, and even though, you know, the way Samira Igal works, she thinks that if she keeps me awake for a certain amount of weeks, or tries to keep me awake for a certain amount of weeks, because I have been sleeping through some of her harassment. She thinks that just because she stops one night, suddenly I'm just going to go to sleep like that. That's how dumb this bitch is. Okay? So what I decided to do was, seeing as I couldn't sleep last night, and I was up until the early hours of the morning, I thought, fuck it, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to go out and I'm going to make myself as busy as I can, like really tire myself out, so that when the time comes for me to hit my head on the pillow, I'll out like a light, okay? Sometimes that strategy works and sometimes it doesn't. And in my case, it resulted in me displaying quite a ferocious temper with this woman on the phone, like even more ferocious than usual, because you know our conversations. Like, when it comes to her, like, she has this patronizing way of putting you down, like a lot of mental health people do. They have this patronizing way of speaking to you, talk down to you like a child, whilst at the same time behaving like children themselves. So I got really ferocious with her on the phone. Don't regret it one bit. She's, you know, and she was, you know, the whole time I was talking to her about the evidence that's been online, she's there talking to me about how I shouldn't be posting evidence online, and yet she hasn't seen it. So she's giving me advice based on things she hasn't seen. I'm talking about harassment, corruption, blackmail, all these things that I have evidence for. And she's on the phone talking to me about feelings. You see, mental health have a lot to answer for. Because with people like me who not even blow the whistle, people like me who report corruption, who refuse to be mistreated, who refuse to be taken for a mug, this is the type of shit that they operate. This is the type of shit that they do to people. And I'm tired of this shit. These people have way more to answer for than we do. Why is it that we're afraid to name people, and we're afraid to, with evidence, with criminal evidence? Do you understand what I'm saying? That authorities refuse to do nothing about. So if we have evidence of criminal activities that our authorities, listen, mental health are above the law, right? The police can falsify evidence anytime they want to. Even the courts. The corruption is deep. It goes all the way up to central government here. Okay? And once your name is on a certain list, it's game over. It's game fucking over for you. You are constantly going through manipulation of every single facet of your life. From your thoughts to your feelings to even your actions, even your responses. There is, you know, there's electronic warfare going on. They're sending, like, the amount of shit that they're doing is crazy. And yet when they want to shift the goalposts and they want to get something on you, what they'll do is they'll fucking omit one piece of evidence in favor of another piece of evidence, or they'll try to fucking accuse you of being 3 different people in one. The shit is insane. Who do the public go to when these things abuse their power? Where do we go to? I'm dealing with some psychopaths in this building, sociopaths, narcissists, psychopaths in this building, like I've dealt with in every other building, doing shit ranging from daft to completely fucking evil against me. They've mutilated my body. They sexually assault me every night. I call it electronic rape, but it's not really rape because I'm not being penetrated. But they're sexually assaulting me every chance they get. They've mutilated my body. Damn near sterilized me if they haven't sterilized me completely. Even my thoughts haven't been my own at times. The amount of times they've just been projecting images into my head, like, and not even dangerous ones, just random images in my head. And all of this technology is real. If you look it up, it's real, all of it. I've got chips all over my body. One in my head. I keep getting sinus problems because of it. The amount of shit that I have been through, that many TIs have been through, even some of the public who are not TIs have been through. This shit is disgusting. And it's all on behalf of a bunch of genocidal maniacs that are pedophiles to boot. Are you understanding the situation? This is why I don't give a fuck. I will post stuff online. Let them report me. Because at the end of the day, what's more important to me is that you guys know what's going on. And you guys know that these people are not on our side. They will do anything for an easier life. They will do anything for an easier life, even if it means selling this whole country down the river in order to exterminate mentally vulnerable people. And that's exactly what they're doing. They overdose mentally ill patients, especially those in hospital, by at least 2 times worth of recommended dosage. They do that, and they've been doing that. That's nothing new. They even do it to the fucking perps. And as for the fucking perps, where do you think their behavior comes from? It's not just them. They're deliberately programmed to be, okay, fine, they're sociopaths in the first place. They're fucking petty, jealous pieces of shit, cowardly pieces of shit in the first place. Okay? But on top of that, they're having their minds damaged. They're having their organs damaged. That's what's causing their temperament. That's part of what's causing their temperament. They're having everything damaged themselves. There are a few things that I could speak on, but I'm not gonna say it here. Okay? So who do ordinary people complain to when authorities don't do what they're supposed to be doing? They're on the phone talking shit to me about how I'm not supposed to post stuff online, and yet they have no solutions as to the harassment going on, which is a simple thing. It's fucking simple. All Brent Mind had to do was sit down with me, with the police, talk it over with the police and say, look, this person is harassing her. We need to find an injunction. They filed restraining orders, sorry. They've kicked people out before, filed restraining orders before, so what's the problem now? And as for the police, don't even get me fucking started on, they're even worse. What the fuck are these people doing still free? Now you can say what you want about me and say that I'm naming people. I'm naming Caroline Ogwanga. I'm naming Esrad Fox. I'm naming Iris Davis. I will name them motherfuckers. Because they're doing things that they're not supposed to be doing. And they're putting people's lives at risk. Deliberately. Meanwhile, these fucking overgrown children in this building think it's a fucking game. People are dying because of them. Dying. And they think it's a fucking game. People, we're being murdered. We are being murdered. Who do we complain to? Now I'm going to play this recording for you. Now I'm tired, but now that I really think about it, me being tired, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. This whole world is being straight exterminated because of everything that's been done to TIs and all the experiments that have been conducted on us that have been turned on the rest of the public. Everybody is being exterminated globally because of what these perps have contributed to, because of what people like Caroline Ogwanga contribute to. That's what angers me. They don't care about basic human life. The only thing they care about is making their jobs easier. That's why I have no respect for them, and I never will have respect for them. And by the way, you don't earn respect by reaching the top of your game in a fucking fancy job or some shit. You earn respect by giving a fuck about other people. Or at least that's what would earn respect if we lived in a world that wasn't fucking selfish. But let me play this fucking recording now. Let me play this recording for you. Hang on. And remember, I was very angry because I was tired, and I'm still tired. But again, now that I think about the tiredness, it seems petty now. Put a counter complaint forward. Right. Hello? Hello?
Hi. Yeah.
Yeah. How can I help you, Caroline?